Hi YouTuber, here's me, Spike 2007. It is vlog day 39 on April 12th, 2012. Let me double check all this. 12:39. Yes, I did it without looking at the YouTube. Like, I technically did, but it was a little while back, so I kinda had forgotten. So I consider that an accomplishment for me, because usually even like a few minutes and my mind can wander and suddenly I'm off in another place and I just forget all about what I just seen. But anyways, I don't know why, like I was just like woo, and I was just bringing my camera close and far. I think it's like my mind wandering again. Just ate some more mac and cheese and it's horrible. I should not be addicted to that shit, because God, I love it. I eat it and eat it and eat it. I also had a root beer again. I gotta get an allergy test done or something, because my nose has been killing me. It is currently 5:50 a.m. and I apparently have to fix my clock on my microwave because it's an hour behind. I don't know how the hell to change it. I'll look at the manual again. But it just drives me insane. I got this really nice surround sound system, as I've showed you guys and told you about like a million times. So you're probably like, ah, shut up about the surround sound. But God, it just drives me insane. I have a badass sound system and I can't crank it up. God, what I would do just to be able to completely crank this thing. It's got a special function on it that it's built into the actual speakers slash receiver. Like, the speakers themselves are not allotted to have a certain voltage go through them or whatever. So if you try and crank this beyond the point where the speakers would typically blow, these speakers are supposed to auto shut off. So I can't physically blow these speakers, supposedly. So that's an automatic safety feature that's totally awesome. But I don't know if that's in the speakers system themselves or in like the receiver amplifier or where that's located. But anyways, the lady at the store was like, oh yeah, these speakers cannot blow. If you crank it up loud enough, they automatically shut off. So I was like, sweet. But God, it just kills me, because where I'm living, I cannot crank this thing, and these speakers have bad ass loud capability. I've heard it at the store for at least 3-4 minutes. I mean, yeah, that's not a long time, but I mean, come on. If you have a surround sound system, everybody knows that when you have one, you just want to watch a movie and like crank it, or have some music cranked through it or something, and I can't do it. My computer, which only has a really tiny sub, it's like a 50-watt sub and like I think 15-watt speakers or something like that, which are way less than what the surround sound has, and that pumps out more sound than what my neighbors can handle. Because, and that's not even full blast, that's just cranked up a little bit, because I accidentally had it up a little bit too high one day, and one of my neighbors was like, hey, can you turn that down? Well, it's a little bit too loud for me over here. And I totally respect my neighbor. I'm not dissing on them at all. I totally have respect for all my neighbors, so if they tell me to turn it down, I do. But all I'm saying is, if my computer system can get too loud, which it's so much less epic than what this surround sound is, then there's no way I could crank that surround sound. And it's amazing too, because it's a freaking foot of concrete in every direction around us. So the only thing I can think of is possibly the music went out through my door into the hallway and then got under her door. But God, you guys, like, I don't know if it shows on my face. It probably does, but it kills me not to be able to crank the system up. And other than that, I feel like shit. I gotta blow my nose really bad, and I gotta lay down and get some sleep, because I don't have a long shift tonight, but I'm coming in for a little bit, and so I do need my sleep, but probably not as much as I'm gonna be getting. Anyways, I will talk to you all later, because starting to get a little bit of sinus buildup or whatever up in here, one of those headaches that you get when you've been sniffling too long. That's only a few times I've been doing, so I mean, who knows. But I don't know why all my vlogs have to be done this early in the morning. because quite frankly, like, I get the majority of it done early in the morning, and then I go the entire day without vlogging, and that's, oh god, it's fat ass needs to lose some weight. But as much as that kills to not vlog, it's for the reason that I'm at work. Well, either at work or I forgot my camera and I'm out with a buddy. But oh yeah, and about the progress of me and my buddies movie forum and website. We haven't gone much further with that. We still got a, damn, I got gassy all of a sudden, but we haven't gone too much further with that yet. When we do get more into that, we're still kind of working out everything. We got a name picked out for it that will be released later. You guys don't need to know that right now, but you guys will eventually know the name. Yes, we are going fully professional with it. We're not going to be dressed up in, say, pajama pants or whatever, because some people out here actually do have pajama pants on when they walk around. So we're not going to be walking in dressed up in like pajama pants and a shirt that says like "fuck you" or something like that. But it'll be actual full professional attire and possibly briefcases or something like that. That way we can walk in, pull out a business card for them, hand it to them directly at the theaters. Possibly some way to recognize our company. I don't know, but I don't want to call it a company because it's essentially it's a non-profit thing. We're forking out all the cash. We're not getting anything in return for it. All we're really doing is we're trying to get the truth about movies out and give it honest 100% good reviews or bad reviews. I'm not saying that we're just going to review it and be like, oh hey, these are good, all these are good, no movie's bad. Now if the movie sucks, we're going to tell you. If the movie's cool, then good, we'll give it a thumbs up. But we're still discussing about like what our system will be for. Are we going to do a 1 through 5 scale, 1 through 10 scale, or are we going to go a real broad with? That way we can actually do a very narrowed down effect and do like a 1 through 100, because then you could do, oh hey, well, on a 10-point scale, how was the video? Were they using really low quality cameras, but it was meant to be a high quality film? Was like their movements, for instance, in the Hunger Games, was it like this? Were they shaking the camera on every single action scene? That's annoying. I would dock points for something like that, personally. And I will let you know why I'm docking points, what I'm docking them for, etc. But who knows? Maybe that was meant to be like that. But if you ask me, when you're watching a movie, you don't want to see the camera jarring like this. It just gets annoying, and I honestly don't know how much jarring that showed, but I'll leave a comment below and tell you if it's how much it was doing it. Now if the movie is like completely epic, like Avatar, I cannot diss that movie. It was long, but for a long movie, I usually either get sidetracked in my mind and I'm just like, get on with it, or I have to go to the bathroom or something. With Avatar, that movie, although it was very long, I just stayed there and I like watched it and watched it and watched it, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, it's done. And you're just like, wow, that was freaking cool. And it had great CGI effects, great actors in it. I mean, yeah, I don't personally know the actors, but if they weren't famous actors, then they did damn good at picking people for these roles. The visuals were great, the audio was excellent. I mean, every little detail of that movie was just perfection. I mean, God, they took forever making it, but it was well worth it. If I had to do a 1 through 5 scale, 1 through 10, or even a 1 through 100 scale, the 1 through 5, it'd be a 5. 1 through 10, it'd be a 10. And on the scale of 1 through 100, I'd give it a 98. And the only reason I would take away those 2 points is, if I remember right, Avatar was like 2.5 hours long. Okay, I know you needed that much time to get that movie to be how it was, but oh my god, for the average person, even for people with short attention spans like me, or even for the average citizen, 2.5 hours to sit at a movie theater and not have to go to the restroom at all while you're eating their concessions and shit like that, that can be a long time. But I mean, that's really not a downside. So overall, those 2 points for the time docking, that's all I could dock it. So in reality, that's basically a perfect movie in my mind. Now, was it awesome when it came out to DVD and Blu-ray? Of course. It's the same damn thing. All they did was transfer it over. As for the Blu-ray, I mean, you can actually, if you pay real close attention, if you were to put 2 screens close together, you can notice the difference on the Blu-ray on how the quality is. But I mean, it's not so much of a big difference that you're just gonna automatically be watching it and be like, oh, hey, oh, there's that pixel, dude, that was gone. Or like, oh, hey, that color's wrong, or something like that. I mean, it's not those sort of little flaws. It's just like, you can kind of tell it's a little bit more clear. But it's not even that. It's, I don't know how to describe it. But anyways, off the Avatar subject. Cookies. Okay, buddy, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. You left cookies here. I can't help myself, dude. You leave cookies in my house, and you're like, oh, don't eat them. But if you do, it's okay. Dude, take the damn cookies with you. I'm like the Cookie Monster, dude. You leave them here too long and they're gone. But in fact, come to think about it, I think he said he was coming over tomorrow. But I don't know. But anyways, if he was going to come over tomorrow, I'm going to have to say no. But that's just because I'm still feeling like shit. And I need recovery time. Why I'm eating cookies during recovery time or whatever, to try and sleep off and shit like that, I don't know. Why am I eating mac and cheese when I'm recovering? Who knows? Maybe it's because I'm an idiot. I like to do stupid shit. Oh, speaking of stupid shit, I don't know if I'll be able to get it approved or done or anything like that, but if I can, I want to put on like a wetsuit sort of thing, or some sort of plastic covering sort of suit or whatever, and I don't know, or maybe just a fire suit, I don't know, something that's fairly waterproof, and then get a face mask sort of system or whatever. And I want to see if I can get my buddy, like, I can't guarantee I can do this, but if I can get his fire department to do this, I want to see if they would actually demonstrate to me just how powerful those hoses are by shooting me. Because they claim, like, I'm not saying their fire department, but I'm saying in most countries, if a riot gets too out of control, they'll pull a fire truck out and literally hose them with what's known as a water cannon. Now, normally that's a high pressure, thin nozzle hose. I'm thinking, just take, I don't know what particular nozzle or whatever they would be using, but I'm thinking they just take their big nozzle or whatever, open it full blast and have it on the wide spray or something. I don't know what you'd have to do, but I mean, I want that shit to hit that suit that I'm wearing and just poof, knock me over. And I want to see just how powerful that shit is. Mainly to tell you guys, if I think personally, if I was trying to riot, if they'd be able to stop everybody or not. Now, what I'm thinking is if I can get them to say yes to that, and they do it, I'm pretty damn sure that shit is going to knock me on my ass hard enough where I'm pretty much going to do the review as, yes, a riot will turn around and run from that shit. Because we're talking, I'm going to get hit with less of a blast. But the riots, dude, they use a very thin, high-powered blast. And I've seen some of those riot controls, man. They shoot those people and they turn and run. But I'll be doing it as a controlled demo. But I want to do that, and if I can get it approved by my father. He has, well, I should say, he gave my stepmother a stun gun. Now, I don't know what type of probes they have on the end, so I might have to check into that. But if they don't have ones that like latch into your skin and shit, if it's just like it pricks into you and you can just pop it out real easy, I want to see if my stepmother would allow my dad to tase or stun gun me, or whatever you want to call it. That way I can actually see, do these things actually work as effectively as people claim? Because I want to basically charge at my dad. Now my head and everything will still be fairly up, but I mean, if somebody starts bolting at you, if you can turn around or whatever, pop the thing out in time and go and shoot it off their chest, if that thing hits them, are they going to make it to you and actually hit you to be able to get that thing to stop? Or are they going to go bam and hit the ground and start twitching? That's my main thing. I want to figure out that. This is not only, I mean, this is, honest to God, scientifically a research for me. For you guys, it's kind of entertainment, but for me, I'm strictly doing this stuff like the dog shot collar. As much as you guys are probably going to be like, no, that was strict entertainment. No, it was a scientific thing. I wanted to see, can a dog collar actually hurt a human? Because if it can hurt a full-grown human, it damn well can hurt a dog. And so if it's hurting that dog, it will work. But yeah, so that's my analysis on that. The water hose thing, I guarantee the fucker's gonna hurt. If I can get them to approve shooting me, hell yeah. But as for the stun gun thing, I don't know. I think my dad said that it's got these probed ends, so I might not be able to do that, because that shit latches into your skin and then you gotta go to a doctor and get stitched up and shit. It's a big hassle. But if it's got just the tips where it just pierces you, zaps you, and then you can just pull it out, put a band-aid over it or whatever, then yeah, I'll probably end up doing it. Am I stupid for doing this shit? Probably. Am I willing to do it? Hell yeah. I don't know what else I would ask with that, but vlog getting too long for me. I'm starting to pace. I'm like, no, must focus. Okay, so I'm going to bed. Good night, guys. Spike2Mar 2007 signing out for vlog day 39 or whatever this was. Goodbye.